Do you feel better now that you made it? They did this.
Do you hear singing?
Okay, please don't not pretend that you didn't play that.
Okay.
Okay.
Did that because it's pretty much an copyright infringement out of territory. It's in the public domain.
Right. It's temporary. It's public domain.
I wanted to do, Slim Shady's Look Who's Back, but I don't want to get...
Yeah, that might not be good. I mean, it might hang us.
Or Slim Shady. Or Slim Shady, whatever 1% he wants to use now these days.
Or whatever studio currently owns the production of that CD or that disc. I don't know. Anyway,
yeah, welcome back.
So welcome back to Tickets.
What?
He's made me come back.
You agreed to it.
Yeah, I agreed to it, but doesn't mean I'm happy about it. Okay, actually, I am. I actually enjoy it. I actually enjoy doing these, and I got a new computer that has a new camera, and that's really awesome. Anyway.
Instead of using my crappy phone.
Yeah, your crappy phone.
It was a knockoff.
Yeah, you're right. Basically. Yeah, whatever. So, we decided to bring it back with Dolittle.
Yeah, we've both been busy.
Yeah, we've both been really busy.
And there may be spoilers, so...
Yeah, we're just going to call it a spoiler warning out right now. Because, hell, we don't know.
And, of course, this is a kid-friendly film.
Yeah. Should we call it a kid-friendly episode? I mean, since with Copa now, we should totally say...
Is it PG-13 movie?
I believe it's PG. I believe it's PG.
If it's PG, then it's... Since they're 12 and under, then, yeah,
I believe it's PG.
Copa.
Yeah, Copa. Yeah. Anyway. So, let's just talk about the movie for 5 minutes or whatever time we want to do, and then we'll move on from there. Yeah. All right. So, what do you think about...
The remake? This is the second remake, actually. Because you got the original one.
Well, I guess you could really argue there's probably a version done in the 50s. I think there was one done in the 50s. I don't know who did it, but I'm almost positive there was one done in, like, the 50s.
Yeah, probably.
Because these books have been around for... very long time. I think
the 50s, 60s.
I think their date. I think I looked up the publication and I think it's like 1890 something. So I think it's like 1800s or 1900s. So it's a freaking long time. These books have been around for a very long time.
So the first one with Oscar Wilde, I think he was in the first one.
That sounds a reasonable
name.
That sounds like a reasonable name to be doing in the 50s. I don't know.
Then you have Eddie Murphy.
Right in the 90s.
Then now you have they have this daughter.
Well, yeah, but that was still technically the same franchise. That was just them saying we didn't want to get.
But this is the second remake,
right?
A second or third second remake, but third movie.
Third remake, yeah.
Third time they make this movie.
Sure.
I hadn't seen the first one, but I did see the first
No one's seen the first one. I mean, unless you were like someone who happens to have, movies from the 50s, but I don't even know.
I saw bits and pieces of it.
Yeah, I'm sure we've seen pieces of it. Anyway,
I believe this one...
What do you think about...
I think it's better than Eddie Murphy's one.
I think it's because this one they're actually following the actual book. They're actually following not the first book in the series, because the first book in the series is apparently the story of Dr. Dolittle. I actually went looking for this book after I saw this movie. I wanted to read the books. They're totally cost, whatever. So apparently the first book is the story of Dr. Dolittle. Yeah. This book is based loosely on the book called The Voyage of Dr. Dolittle, which is the second book. The way the books look like they're set up is they look like they are written from the point of view of Stubbs. Stubbs is our narrator, basically, in the books. Not that we're here to review books. Although we should think about doing that sometime. Anyway,
that'll be your department.
Yeah, that'll be my department. He's not a book guy. I'll have to get him in.
I'm not a big book guy.
Yeah. Anyway,
things I review when I read the book. That's like, oh my god, you read a book.
Yes, it is. Makes me read it because I'm like, he read it. He actually took time to freaking read a book. Anyway, so let's talk about the actual movie that we're actually here to talk about versus us babbling on about everything else. Anyway. So, what did you think about Robert Downey Jr. currently as Dr. Dolittle?
Well, the first thing is, even though I believe he's older than Johnny Depp, about maybe a year, about a couple of years.
Yeah, I think so.
I think he seems like he's the kind.
I think he's older, but he's not older by much. Yeah, he's older by like a couple.
He's kind of like the Johnny Depp for family and action movies.
Well, Johnny Depp was an action movie.
He's an action movie, but it seems like his
Johnny Depp was in Pirates of the Caribbean. That's an action movie and a kids movie.
But I think both of them are both very diverse character actors.
Sure. Okay.
Okay. So they both have.
Why are you getting into Johnny Depp out of this? I'm curious.
Because I couldn't see Johnny Depp playing Dr. Dolittle. There's even other roles, but I can't.
No, I think Robert Downey Jr.'s manic performance of Dr. Dolittle makes complete sense because he's supposed to be like
English.
Well, yeah, he's supposed to be English, which is really funny because
he's Australian.
Because Robert Downey Jr. is not Australian.
He's not
Robert Downey Jr. is an American actor. He was born in somewhere in America. I know it was. He's not British. He's American. He's an American actor. But anyway, doesn't matter. But I think his manic performance, like as the heartbroken Dr. Dolittle, is really good. And I could totally see him as like this, like
shuffled man.
Yeah, right. He's a very disheveled looking man. But I mean, he played Sherlock Holmes pretty much the same way.
Yeah.
When he did Sherlock Holmes, which by the way, they are now going to make a third Sherlock Holmes movie because he's finally out of his Disney contract.
Yeah. Because technically, spoiler alert, Iron Man is gone.
I just said he's out of his contract. I didn't say he was. I didn't spoil the ending of any Avengers movie. I just said he's out of his contract, which is true.
Well, I think but Endgame is what, 2 years old now, roughly.
Endgame is 6 months old. Endgame happened 6 months ago. We're getting into Phase 4 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah, but
even though we're here talking about Dolittle, but we have talked about everything other than Dolittle.
But you think anyone that's an Avengers fan, anyone that's a Mars fan will have seen this movie by now, anyways?
True. But why are we talking about other stuff?
I don't know.
We're here to talk about Dolittle.
Well, first, way back when we have to get on track with different things.
Yeah, we're already at 7.5 minutes in this video.
So anyway,
we haven't even talked about a review or if we liked the movie or we hated the movie.
I'm surprised. It's like usually, there's some part that's like why you even have this one part in here and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I never, for one of the longest times I haven't seen. I'm just like, okay, this is taking too long. Get to it.
So did you? Okay, that is something that happens a lot in our reviews. So let me ask you: was there a point in the movie? Where you went, I don't understand why this is here?
I've seen it one part, but I think they use it more for a joke kind of thing.
Okay, what was it? Just like curiosity.
It was spoiler alert.
Yeah, absolutely. Spoiler alert. Not that anyone watches this crap.
If you've seen this, if you haven't not seen this movie, and you want to see it now, close your ears. Yeah. When I give you the thumbs up, then you can log. You know how you could.
You can. Yeah. Okay. Fine.
There's one. What's his name? The bad guy.
The guy who wants to steal the book.
Steal the book?
Yeah. Okay.
He saw a whale.
Steal the tree.
He saw a whale and he just, oh, how nice! The Spurs giving me a thumbs up of some kind.
Oh right, and then they made the joke about.
And the whale's like, you're flipping him off.
We hear what the guy. Yeah, all right. Okay.
Which is an adult joke because he's a flip person, but the kids don't. Kids probably laugh for a different reason, and adults.
Yeah.
For a different reason. Yeah. So that was taking too long, but then it ended up with a funny joke.
Yeah. I liked that at the end. I liked that at the end they give you the payoff of what happened to that guy. Yes. You have to wait till the very freaking end of the movie.
Anyways,
but
that was my spoilers over with.
Yep.
But yeah, so
yeah. So I actually liked the movie. I thought it was really well done. I mean, I'm hoping that this becomes a series, at least somewhat of a series. I don't think they're actually going to do all 12 books that they have for Dr. Dolittle. Plus, I don't think they could because they're only like 100 pages. So I think they would have to
combine.
They would have to cut and paste a few pieces together.
No, so there's not.
Which I think is what they did with this one. I think that's why we have the opening of this movie with that storybook. I think that was their cuts from the story of Dr. Dolittle, so that you could understand what's going on, and then the actual voyage of Dr. Dolittle, which was book that they took most of this from.
Yeah, there's some movies that like, oh, I hope they make another one, but this one, I'm okay with. This is just it.
You're good if this is the end.
Yeah,
but
other...
here's my question: if they do say, "Hey, we like this movie, made a good enough amount of money, we want to do a sequel," would you go see the sequel?
Yeah, we'll see the sequel because of what happened to the kid.
Right. So you want?
Because there was always in the trailers you see the kid with the Dr. Dolittle with him all the time, anyways.
Right. Well, we knew that because we knew he was an assistant, you know, and he needed somebody to be there because
just because
he's a very lonely man.
Lonely man.
He only had one human friend in the entire series.
Well, maybe a little bit more.
Well, maybe more, but I mean, the way they made it sound like the bird helped him find one person, and then the bird helped him find another person. But
that bird led to other people.
Right, that bird led him to one person.
That led to more people.
Who then led to the second person, who is now the kid in the movie.
Yes.
I won't say who the first person was, but if you watch the movie,
technically,
you'll already know who the first person was.
I think the bird led to the first one, led to more people than the bird went on its mission to lead to more.
True.
To get to.
Yeah, it took me a while to realize that the name of the bird is Polynesia, which is the country. Yeah. I always thought it was Poly, because that's what he says Poly, but in the book it's actually Polynesia.
I think it's easier to pronounce for the actors.
It is easier to say Poly, but I'm just saying. Okay.
Yeah, and this thing came up, so
we have a technical glitch. We have a technical glitch. Something
popped up. Not really, we're just looking at the screen.
Something popped up. Anyway.
So anyways, I don't know if I would give it a full 5, but I could give it a 4.5.
That seems reasonable. I could go with 4.5 too, because I mean, there are points where I'm like, okay,
what's the point of this?
Yeah, right. Like I get it, but like the series is based on a bunch of kids' books that are like really small, and most of them are written from the point of view of illustration more than actual substance.
It's kind of like Die the Wimpy Kid.
Right, exactly, right. It's Die the Wimpy Kid.
You see the drawings and the book, but then the movie.
Right, it's the illustrations and it's the illustrations of the book that tell you the story. There isn't much story to tell because the other books for like the books I think they're for like 7 or 8 year olds, like first readers, not
adults.
Not adults. Yeah, like first readers or like young readers.
So I'm hoping maybe in season 5 we have a better location. Even this is only season 3, we got 2 more seasons.
Well, technically, is it? I guess this is season 3, right?
Season 3 now.
We closed out season. So what is this? Episode 101.
Season 3, episode 1. So yeah,
101. But episode 101.
3 will be 301.
301. But it was episode 101 altogether if we count everything together, because we made it to 100.
No, we made it to 101, and we.
Oh yeah, we made it to like 102 before we.
So I think.
We pulled the plug.
Yeah.
We pulled the plug on Saw. We pulled the plug on Saw.
Which, well, it's not really spoiling anything. There's gonna be another one.
Yeah, there's gonna be a 9th Saw.
And so we're gonna be pretty much reviewing.
Yeah, we were discussing about maybe going back and reviewing the first 8 movies, the other 7 movies before
watching this.
Before seeing 9, which is not called Saw. It's called The Organ Donor.
You could look that up.
Yeah, it's called The Organ Donor, or at least it's called The Organ Donor as of this recording. Who knows? Maybe by the time it's actually out, it'll be Jigsaw 2 by that time.
Or Jigsaw was 1.1 or something.
Yeah, right, or whatever. But anyway, so I'll say 4. I say 4.5. He says 4.5. So that gives it 4.5 overall. So I guess that puts us at the end at a whopping 15 minutes of video.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Bye.
Bye.